Might not save that much time. I don't know, I'll just ride. I'll just ride. It won't take me that long to get there. I don't know how much time it'll save when I have a loading screen to go through to fast travel to the other place. Yeah, this isn't lore, actually. Where's the angry Karen? What, in the crowd there? Oh, gods, I can't type. My eyes, they grow heavy. Starting to get tired. And why is my horse so slow? Jeez. But yeah, anyway, this is super lore accurate here. Which I also find, like, so funny. Like, I don't want to go into, like, the whole conversation again because we've already gone, like, a long time of discussing this during previous streams with the whole situation with Assassin's Creed Shadows. But again, I just want to say, I still continue to find it so funny that you can portray your historic game as unrealistically as you want. With, like, a flaming horse, magical powers, a crazy first civilization, and mystical artifacts and all that. But the moment you do something that has a social or cultural impact, and people disagree about what the truth of the matter is, like, even though, like, there would be a lot of disagreements about the truth of the matter about flaming horses existing, the moment it's something with a cultural, a social or cultural context, then people take issue. The whole Yasuke situation at AC Shadows. I still find that really funny with all of the stuff that Assassin's Creed is constantly doing, with all the fiction that it's constantly writing into real history. Like, and I have no doubt that Yasuke is going to be so much fiction. There's a lot that isn't really known about him. Like, it sounds like the documentation on him wasn't, like, super duper thorough. So he was a bit of a blank canvas character to work with, so I mean, it makes sense of someone to select for that. But social and cultural impact there in fiction that's being written. And some of it that actually is true. A mix of fiction and reality, which is what Assassin's Creed has always been. A mix of fiction with real history. But yeah, there's not going to be any issue with my flaming horse here. I mean, why would there be issue? This is how it happened. People rode flaming horses if they were brave Mythioses. But yeah, let's see here. And wait, what's going on here? We hate for going down that route, but hey, you're rich and they aren't? What for? Like, if I had asked for everything from the people there and found that weird too, yeah. I mean, if there's one set in Canada, they could have friggin' aliens and still be happy they chose such a location. Yeah, that's how I felt. Like, in the one game that I played where there was a appearance with Canada. My favorite game trilogy of all time, the Sly Cooper trilogy. In Sly 2, there's a couple of its worlds that are set in Canada. And Sly Cooper, it's one of those, like, cartoony kind of worlds where, like, everyone is, like anthropomorphic animals. Because, like, you play as a raccoon, you have friends of a hippopotamus and a turtle, and you play as them too, starting in the second game. And the guards that you're sneaking around and fighting change depending on the world, and they're all sorts of stereotypes from all over. And in the Canadian world, the big bad that you take down is a bison, whose name is Jean Bisson. He's a French bison. And the guards are things like moose, geese. What are the other things? I remember, like, the moose and geese. And they're constantly saying like, just super duper stereotypical. And I just loved it. I loved that there was something set in Canada, and it was fun. And I was laughing at the jokes that they were making. It's good. Like, French Bison does sound like a terrifying villain. Oh yeah, he's the one that undoes all the work that you've done in the game up until that point. So, like, and he is, so he does, like, some pretty awful things there, considering you spend the entire game collecting your MacGuffins that you need to collect as part of the story. And then right before the final encounter with him during, like, his subplot, his world, he reveals to you, oh, I was actually playing you. I've actually stolen all those things you've been collecting through the entire game up to this point and given it to the ultimate big bad to prepare for, like, the ultimate conflict at the end, the ultimate climax. So it really raises the stakes at the end. And you're playing as the turtle Bentley at the time, and he's like, what? You stole them all? What? No. And it's like, so he's a serious threat, is the case. Now in South Park, where everything turns 2D, vulgar, so much fart joke, I'll never mind understand. What? Where did this come from, Anima? You what now? Also, maybe if I can just find this really quickly. Hold on. Find like one of the scenes there. Slide to all cutscenes. Just I want to see one of the scenes there. All cutscenes HD game. It's 3 hours long. If I go to Canada here, and you're supposed to take down trains in the first Canada area. Hold on. If I can find the RC area with Murray wearing a moose head, when did that happen? Let's see here. Hold on. There's a bit where to get like specific information or a part or something like that. I think it's information. You need to steal a moose head as Sly so that you could give it to Murray to wear so that he would blend in with the moose and like be able to enter the RC car competition and get the information and stuff from them is the case. And it also makes you question, why is there a moose head mounted on the wall when moose are like people in this world? So what the heck screwed up thing is going on there? But if I mute the game for a hot second and turn on display capture, like it very much plays into Canadian stereotypes and all that. Whoa, that's kind of loud. And it's a sawmill here. Just where's a moose head?
Any of you guys think you can beat the moose?
And this is the Canada world.
Oh, I'm in, eh?
Oh, I'm in,
got
eh?
a lot of money for this wager, but there's no way I'd lose to a new guy like you, huh?
So, you know, Canadian stereotypes with the way they speak and all that. And it's, and yeah, of course, it's all covered in snow. It's way up north and stuff. Wait, what was the name of this chapter? Yeah, the name of this chapter was A Menace from the North, eh? That's what it was. So, you know, I'm glad for representation in video games because, you know, Canada's not really going to get that a whole lot. So even if it's like the most stereotypical goofy thing ever, I loved the Canada world in Slide 2. That was a treat there. Anyway, let's see here. So much lag. I hit the buttons to turn off the cameras. My goodness. And I don't know how to text anymore. I'd like to sing with you. Oh, I just immediately start doing it. I don't say that.
You were always better with your fists than with your singing.
Who is this?
And
Do I know you?
As beautiful as you were in Kefalonia.
Oh, so that would have been like
I
beginning
was
of the
covered in
game.
mud half the time.
I don't remember you
Still
at all.
am. Life of a farmer, I suppose.
This was 8 months ago in
How
real
could you
lifetime.
not? How did you know I was in Arcadia?
Everyone's hunting for the Mystios with the broken spear and pet eagle. So I started a little hunt of my own.
No matter where I used to hide on Kefalonia, you were the only one who could always find me.
That's because you were terrible at hiding.
I wanted to be found. I was better at hiding than you.
You're the one who couldn't hide if your life depended on it.
Listen, we both know I was the one who was best at hiding. I'll prove it. Stay here. Close your eyes, and at the count of 10, come and find me.
You're joking.
Come, it'll be like old times. And no using Icaros, that's cheating. Now, close your eyes.
I guess this blue quest is hide and seek. At least initially. This is gonna keep zooming out more and more until we see the Earth. It's just the immediate thought that I had in my mind. Where we left off. Whoa, there we go, track quest. I was like, why'd the option to track it go away? But then it appeared in the center of the screen. I don't know, I can do this though. And then maybe she'd show up, I don't know. Oh, it's saying, oh, but just for the exploration area. I see. I don't know. She said no using Icaros, but like, whoops. Tried to type Icaros and Apple autocorrect it to Kmarts? What's a Kmarts? Is it just Kmart in plural, I guess? Something or other? Like, I don't know if doing this would actually mark her. It might not. I mean, like, would she be able to hide in this? tad confused. Maybe over here somewhere? Yeah, I guess. Guess it's plural Kmart. Well, I'm not in the exploration area anymore. So you'd think it's gotta be like somewhere in the patch here. Whoops, I bumped that against my leg. But yeah, is it not around anymore? No longer a thing? I don't think I've ever been to a Kmart. Just know of it from hearing about it from the States. Is anything like you in hide and seek? You went back to where you counted? Yeah, I was thinking about that for a second. Maybe. I like the cutscene was just there to throw me off. I mean, I can have a look-see here. No sound effect? My sound effects have stopped working? Yeah, it has to be over here somewhere. I was just gonna come in super delayed with how much my computer's lagging today.
Keel over and die.
Yup. There it is, so late. My sound effects could also just be getting laggier and laggier with me adding more and more possibilities to the script. Potentially. Like, right around here. So, I mean, like... I'm cheating. Love the "this is Sparta" effect. Oh, that's you right there, right? Yeah, it was fun, but it was getting too repetitive.
Hiding? Your tracking skills have improved.
I muted my microphone. Now my microphone's unmuted. I don't know when I mute it because OBS is lagging and I'm getting feedback so late. Anyway. Fun, but repetitive there. So now it's one of like either 39 or 40 sound effects. I just added a new one earlier today, but these side quests are very randomly, very rarely having foes for me to fight. So I'm not doing much kicking this stream. And she said, no, using Icaros, you lost.
Well,
Oh,
I
well.
thought this game was silly then, and I still think it's silly now.
After all these years, you haven't changed one bit.
The lip
This
movement is
too
weird
much
sometimes.
fun. I want to hear everything.
She looks
about
like a
your
weird
life,
puppet
from the
being
day I left
controlled.
until now.
And I want to hear about yours.
Oh, my story would put you to sleep. Come, let's go to the beach and talk.
Yes,
like
this
we
is
used
how
to in
wind
Sammy.
works. What is going on? What is happening here? Alright. Oh, well, fire horse, I guess. Fire horse time. That time you came up pretty fast. You usually don't. Can I just jump this? Ooh. There we go. Wasn't that much of a shortcut, it didn't seem like. Okay, so... Bonk. Knock you off your horse. It wasn't stated in the rule book. I'm pretty sure she said that at the beginning. No, using Icaros. We're just gonna run past this fight, I guess so. Leave them to their own devices there. That's what we'll do. Oh, there's a viewpoint over that way. Oh, we're going this way, apparently. I'll just race ahead here. You know, with how much there is in this game, a thought that I'm randomly having right now is I wonder what a 100% speed run of this game looks like, or if someone's ever done that. I just leave the game on and leave it streaming while they go to sleep and stuff. I didn't hear it, so it wasn't part of the rule. Ah, that's right then. How many arrows do I have? 54. Just curious. Just a tad curious there is all. Location discovered, river camp. Well, I'm not gonna be doing things there. Because I'm not 100%ing this game. Chance for rain tomorrow. Kind of hoping we get a lot of rain. It's been a dry year. Yeah, it'd be nice for the plants and all of that. Hopefully it doesn't rain out of town at the family's lake cabin, considering that's the one day that I'll have out there. I mean, I guess a little bit of the following day, too. Before I come back home before frag. But with just one night being spent out there, and the Germans and their friendos coming and visiting, it will be nice for weather to actually be nice while we're spending time out there. Spending the brief time that we can out there. It'd be nice to be able to do, like, some water activities. And stuff. Would be rather nice, so we'll see what ends up happening there. Talk.
Your life sounds
Howdy.
so exciting, but there's something very important I need to know. Can you still hold your breath?
Nope.
My breath?
On Kefalonia, you could always swim.
Was that boat
farther
partially
and deeper
submerged for
than
a hot
anyone
second?
else. You used to bring me the most beautiful treasures from the sea.
Don't move.
Bring a seashell to a nice. Yeah, chance to rain. You got rain this whole week. Oh geez, so super rainy lately. When I very briefly had my truck working there, and I took it on a test drive to my uncle's place and then came back home. It was super rainy on the way back home the other day. I think I posted it in the auto channel there. Yeah, just a picture after getting back where I tried to post a video, but Discord didn't accept it. For some reason, it was like message failed to send. But the windshield wipers were going, they were actually working pretty good at the time. Super heavy rain, it got me from point A to point B. I was like, wow, this is working great. I'm glad that it was working like super well in the rain. And now today it doesn't work anymore. But yeah, anyway. So there was at least heavy rain last night after I drove through it in that. When's the next time that I'll actually be able to drive that again, though? Who knows? And it'll be a long time before I do it in the rain again. But yeah, I'll test out a couple things tomorrow morning. And then head out to the lake. And then I'll probably start going back at it again seriously after Fragapalooza is done. Oh, I'm not on my stream manager here. I'm on Menace from the North A. Because I moved that tab over there. Whoops. But yeah, why do you feel like she's just stalling with all these side quests? Yeah, that's the way a lot of these side quests feel. So, exploration area. So, somewhere here is seashells. Can't stay awake, you're nodding off. Gonna call it a night there, Anima. Yeah, there have been, yeah, for sure. A couple nights ago, I had to take some of my fruit trees inside into the patio room so that they wouldn't get too battered by the wind. So I was concerned about them. Like my bigger apricot tree. My littler one I haven't had outside all that much, considering the state that it's in, dealing with the, whoa, the mites and all that. And the aphids, please. Please. The fact that I have to get out of conflict interact is so dumb. There's no way I actually beat them. This is so dumb. Yeah, like if you're growing trees, it's gonna be kind of difficult. Like, at least with my fruit trees, they're all in pots. Well, all my little ones. Our bigger tree that we planted last year, plum tree, is actually doing pretty well. It's actually doing pretty good. Please. Dang it, you noticed me right there. Come on. Come on. I'm not fighting these sharks. Too much of a pain. I'll die too many times in trying, I think. There's a shark right by the surface there. Okay. So without being seen this time, just... Dang it! This is so dumb. This is actually so dumb. The fact that you have to be out of conflict to grab that seashell. Why do they do this? Almost 3 a.m. We're still gonna head out to have a good stream. Appreciate that, Emerald Fine. Hope you have a good rest of the night. Yeah, I'm at about 3 hours streamed. I want to go until about like 3:30 because that'll be roughly 7 parts to bring it up to 200 before turning frag into 201. So I'll do this one. I'll see how long it takes me, and then maybe do the last blue quest tonight. We'll see. Yeah, and take care there, Anima. As well. Time to ramble on my own again for a while. All right. You see nothing. You see nothing. Turn around. Yes. Gotta be kidding me. This is so dumb. This is so very dumb. Okay, yeah, keep on looking that way. Oh. Come on. No, keep on looking that way. Come on, come on, come on! It's not about holding one's breath, it's about the sharks. Oh my goodness, man. It'd be nice if there was just one of them. It'd be nice if there was none of them. Would I be able to get it from here? Come on. Oh my god. Maybe I can get out of conflict by going down or hiding in one of these and grab it from underneath. I think I'm out of conflict. Like, and then maybe I can just kind of sneak up this way. Like this. Oh, I got it. Please. It's so dumb how I can't dash upwards. I have to... Oh, I guess if I stop holding the go up button, I can. Alright, well, that was painful. That was just a wee tad painful. But hey, I did the thingamabob. I got the seashell. Why couldn't I just pick one up from on the shore or something like that? Like, I picked up a whole lot of seashells from Galveston Island when I was down there a couple months ago. I put them in my plant pots of my fruit trees. Also, I very recently ended up checking out the new SpongeBob movie that came out on Netflix, which is apparently the Sandy Cheeks movie. It had a couple instances that made me laugh, but the SpongeBob movies do definitely get weaker and weaker every time, and it's not super good anymore, like, at all. Is what I feel like. But one thing I wanted to say, thinking about that, is the main place that they go to is Galveston. And Galveston, in the movie, looks like a desert wasteland. Galveston is an island off the coast of Texas. It looked like far inland West Texas where they were in the movie, but they were apparently making it to Galveston, and they made it to Galveston. Like, did they not Google what Galveston was before making the movie? It's an island. Anyway, it was pretty annoying seeing that.
So long, I was getting worried.
But yeah, I can't believe they made SpongeBob freak in the show. What does that mean? I don't actually know what that means. There were sharks.
Sharks got in the way.
Sharks!
Nothing I couldn't take care of. I did manage to find you this.
Oh, Cassandra. It's beautiful.
Anais?
Oh, a freak in the movie. I gotcha. Yeah, SpongeBob wasn't super likable in that movie.
Like old times.
I don't
There's
think.
something I haven't told you. I'm married.
I see.
I should have told you sooner. I'm sorry. Meet me back at the house. I'll explain everything.
So I guess Cassandra had some interest here. Quest completed where we left off. Well, you didn't take your horse, so I guess I will. You take my fire horse? Something? It should say new quest now, right? Nope. Sure doesn't. I guess I gotta go mark it here. What? It just said meet you back at the house. I'll explain everything. Yeah, run away. It's not on here. All of these blue quests led up to a Steam achievement, except for one. Which makes me wonder then, is it a quest that just, like, didn't appear here, but was another thing on the map that I needed to follow up with and I just didn't? Like, am I missing something else then? A continuation of some quest that I started during a previous stream and I never finished the whole chain? Or something like that? You'd think that the following quests that you get after doing the initial ones would appear under that subsection of the Lost Tales of Greece. But it doesn't, for whatever reason, which seems really extremely silly. I'll look at this viewpoint and then I can fast travel to it again if I ever need it. So yeah, maybe I'll just scan over the map sometime later to see if there's any other light blue that I need to get. So yeah, I'll do all these DLC quests. I do want to cover all the DLC content. Well, not 100% it or anything like that. Like, I'm not going to do every single side quest in, like, the Fate of Atlantis or anything like that, but I do want to cover all the main DLC content, and these blue quests were free DLC content added after the fact, so I kind of want to showcase them. I wouldn't mind doing that. Here. Let's go here. So much lag. There we go. Whoa, we get quite the tune with this one. Very epic tune. Why don't we get a tune like this with every synchronization point? Wow, that feels very epic and grand when it's not lagging. Wow. Whee! And I could take this down that way, but that's not the way I want to go. So, head down this way. Call my horse. My right monitor just went black. Oh, now it's back. Weird. Very, very strange. Well, I don't need to follow road. That dragon's at 86%. I do kind of want to stay awake until at least it's done, so I can start another one before I go to sleep, and then it's ready by the time I wake up. And then I start another one before I leave for the lake, and then it's done by the time I'm back on Wednesday. And I start one final one before going to frag. Or maybe I can get a couple done, I don't know. I don't know how... I shouldn't be up all that late on Wednesday, because I want to be up early on Thursday to get to frag. I'll probably only have time to do one extra one. Getting back from the lake, most likely. And print some more mustaches for some of these guys. Some of them currently don't have any stashes. I gotta make them.
So you're married?
So much
Why
lag,
didn't
man.
you tell me sooner?
See,
There we go.
Brought back so many fond memories. I wanted to live in them for as long as I could.
Maybe it's something with
Life's been
OBS with
hard
all the
since
layout
Santos
changes I've been
left.
making in preparation
did
for
he
frag.
go?
Once the war
Not to these
started,
scenes, but
Spartans came for his sword,
all the stuff that
Those
OBS is
killed in
presumably
battle.
loading now.
leaving
Even though I'm
me
pretty
to
sure
run
I
the
said
farm.
unload when not
And
showing
raise our son.
for most of the
You
images and
Have a
stuff.
son.
Arion. I'd love for you to meet him, but he's run off again.
Why aren't we looking for him?
He always goes to the same cave, where he trains to be a mighty warrior.
You shouldn't train alone.
Training alone encourages bad habits.
Yes, of course. You've given me an idea. You could talk to him.
I could?
Gods know he doesn't listen to his boring mother. But you've seen death up close. You could convince him to stay away from fighting and help me here on the farm.
I mean, I'll talk to your son.
Talk to your son.
Thank you.
Whoa, quite the close-up there. How should I introduce myself?
Introduce myself without scaring the boy.
Tell him you're a friend of his mother's from Kefalonia. The one with the eagle. The stories I've told him about you are his favorites.
Okay. Okay, tell me
Is
about
there
his father.
anything about your son's father I should know to help me connect with him?
Dantos broke his finger working the fields. It healed crooked. When Arion asked about it, my husband said he was so strong as a baby, he grabbed it and snapped it like a twig. This is how we knew he was blessed by Heracles.
You look so robotic in your
I'll
animations.
find Arion.
Holy
My
crap.
husband used to take him to the cave on hunts. They'd spend nights there. It's been taken over by wolves since then.
Wait.
And that's where he's training right now, or?
Yes, worries me sick.
Oh.
He calls them his friends, and believe it or not, they seem protective of the boy. Please don't harm them, Cassandra. Arion would be devastated.
Okay. New quest runaway. So there's an Arcadia in the northern part of Mount Phosphis. He is inside the den of Lycaon. So it's not always necessarily marked with a question mark, so I'll just start going this way in general and find it eventually. Is what'll happen. But yeah, I'm starting to get pretty tired as well, considering it is 3:06 in the morning. I'll finish up this quest line and see how I'm feeling, at least. Like, I have streamed long enough that I can definitely cut this up to go up to part 200, if I want to. And then start Legacy of the First Blade at part 201. But yeah, we'll see if I feel like doing any more here, or what the plan is there. I mean, I did want to get out to the lake at a decent hour, spend a decent bit of time out there. But it also sounds like our guests aren't going to be arriving out there for a decent little while because there's more things in town that they wanted to do here first. There's more things they wanted to visit and see, and then come out to the lake, so it sounds like I probably don't need to be out there, like, super duper early or anything, but yeah, I'll try to get a decent-ish sleep. I don't want to be a danger to myself and others on the road or anything like that. Get a sleep to the point that I know, ow, gotta be perfectly safe on the road and be awake enough during the day. Leave it a semi-decent hour. Got a decent bit of time out there yet today. I was about to correct myself to tomorrow, but yes, technically today. The case. Ow. Okay, so somewhere around here, there's a viewpoint over that way. I'm not close to my target yet. I'm in the northern part. Northern part of this mountain here. I can go grab this viewpoint and see if it tells me that I'm close as I go on my way. That's what I can try and do. Oh, there we go. I should just sneak through there. Nice. There we go. I'm close to my target. Okay, so...
There he
I
is.
hate this sometimes. There we go. Now, maybe I'll still grab the viewpoint. Oh my god. I somehow made that. Amazing. I did not think I would for a hot second there. Yeah, I may as well grab this really quickly and just not do a leap of faith. Just run back here. Preemptively hit these buttons because it's going to take forever before they actually activate. Hopefully I don't get lag issues at Fragapalooza. Hopefully it's just fluid and nice. When I'm trying to be like all professional streamer for the event and all that. Hopefully, we'll see. Bunch of sliding rocks here, it looks like. Oh, there's another pretty epic tune that's playing. That fire horse that's so out of place. Oh, man.